Okay, everybody, so in this demonstration I'm going to show you how to make a line of best fit using the eyeball technique. So what I have here on my little dock here are 3 examples of scatter plots, and I'm going to demo how you can draw a line of best fit for each of them. So I'm going to start here with the ice cream sales versus temperature example. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. So this is right off the previous slides that you've been looking at, and we said before there's a positive correlation here. The dots seem to be increasing from left to right, as in as the temperature goes up, the sales of ice cream go up as well. So the idea behind this is that we're going to draw a line on this scatter plot that's going to kind of show where this is going. So the way that we do this is that we want to draw a perfectly straight line. If you're doing this on paper, use a ruler. If you're using Cami, I would use a line instead of the freehand because it is important that it's straight. And you're just going to draw the line the best of your ability, trying to keep roughly the same amount on top of your line, points on top of your line, as the bottom. So mine might look something like this. These are all going to be a little bit different depending on how you're seeing it, but generally speaking, this is a decent trend line for the sales of ice cream and temperature. Noticing that it's increasing, going from left to right. And from Algebra 1 or pre-algebra, you might call this a positive slope, positive correlation. That's not a coincidence. Let's take a look at this example down here. Let's just throw that away for a minute. If we go down here, this is an example, the IQ versus shoe size question. And we had said on the slideshow that there's no correlation here between shoe size and IQ. And if there is no correlation, that would be a situation where you would not use a line of best fit because there's nothing to fit the line to because there's no connection. So in this case, there's no line that we can draw. All we can say is that there's no connection between IQ and shoe size. No correlation, I should say. But let's scoot over here. So this was the other example from the slideshow, which was the weight versus kilometers run per week. And what we noticed here is that there was a negative correlation between the weight of the person and the kilometers that they run per week. And you can notice that it's decreasing going from left to right. As in, you could say that the number of kilometers run per week, as that increases, the weight of the person decreases. So I'm going to do the same thing that I did before with the line of best fit. So I'm going to go select my tool here for the line. And I'm going to eyeball this and see if I can get a trend line that has roughly the same amount of points on the top as on the bottom. So this one's a little bit trickier than the other ones, but maybe something like that. So again, all you're doing is that you're eyeballing the scatter plot and you're trying to draw a line through, and we're going to call that a line of best fit, the eyeball method.